Hey everybody, this is Andrew again from Music Theory Logic. Today is going to be another I Wish I Knew. And today it's a little bit off the subject of music, but I think can help pretty much anyone that would watch this video. But I wish I knew about Wim Hof. So uh, sorry for those of you that have already heard that name too many times, but perhaps I can say the name and give it a little bit different meaning. So Wim Hof is a person. His nickname is the Iceman. Me, like many people, first heard him on podcasts. For me, Rogan, and he's a really interesting character for a bunch of different reasons. But I'm going to just talk about a couple things. One, he has this breathing method that he teaches that has a few different goals. One, sort of like a meditation. It really helps somebody to center their thoughts and to calm themselves. Two, it's about making the body more alkaline. Pretty insane. Like I didn't even realize this was possible, but we did his fundamentals course, which he has, the Wim Hof method, and one of the assignments was to get a pH strip to test our urine, which like sorry if that's like TMI for you. But what's crazy is that like after doing the breathing exercise, your body is tremendously more basic or more alkaline, or the opposite of acidic than it was before doing the breathing, which is really fascinating. It has to do with chemistry, I believe, of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Not qualified to talk about that. If you've seen any of my other videos, I mainly talk about music producing since that's what I do, produce music. But today I'm just talking about this Wim Hof breathing method. So basically the way it works is it's like interval breathing. So you're like breathing in and then out, in, out. If you Google guided Wim Hof method, you'll find recordings where you could just follow along with breathing. So there's this interval breathing regularly. It's usually between like 30 and 40 breaths. And then you breathe out and you hold your breath. What's crazy about this is you will, if you stick to the method, start being able to hold your breath for a lot longer. It's incredibly cool. So when this COVID-19 thing started, me, like many people, I was incredibly stressed out. I still am super stressed out. Try not to watch the news because the COVID stuff, like the earth is a scary, powerful thing, right? And the idea of this pandemic that could make people sick really like scared me a ton when I first heard about it. Still kind of scares me, although we are learning more about it, which is really good the more we learn about anything. But so basically I was freaking out, wasn't sure what I was going to do for work. The recording studio I worked at had to discontinue the classes that I taught. Since then, I've been working online, remote for people. I'll put my email below if you're curious about getting any lessons or production sessions. Feel free to reach out to me below. But yeah, so I was having this real like crisis in my life. I remembered this Wim Hof thing. I thought like, why not? I'm going to try doing the breathing method. Again, went on YouTube, looked up beginner guided Wim Hof method. Did it. It felt really cool the first time I did it. It's again kind of like a meditation. You really have to try it to know what I'm talking about. But when you're holding your breath, ironically, like it's a really cool feeling, and your perception of time sort of changes. So fast forward, 10 months or so of maybe not quite 10 months, 8 months of COVID stuff. I've been doing my Wim Hof breathing every single morning, every day without fail. And it's really helped me a ton. So the Wim Hof breathing method takes between like 15 and 25 minutes, depending upon how long you're doing it for. I think it helps a lot to even out your emotions, to sort of center yourself, to get to sort of calmly think about the day that you have ahead of you. And if you are in a creative field, perhaps think about ideas you have or things you're making or how they could be better. And it's really helped me out a lot. I've become kind of a crazy like Wim Hof advocate. I tell pretty much everyone come in contact about this. All my friends probably think I'm crazy. My mom definitely thinks I'm crazy. But before you call me crazy, do yourself a favor and try some Wim Hof breathing. I think you will find, especially if you are a creative person, most creative people like myself are pretty high strung. We really are in connection with our emotions, and we can feel emotions of other people. That's why we are so focused on expression through art. And for anyone like that, being high strung is pretty common, or being sort of all over the place, for lack of a better word. And this Wim Hof stuff will really help to center you. So whether you're a musician or not, I highly recommend you checking out the Wim Hof method. Doing the breathing in the morning is fantastic. If you get deeper in it, you will discover that he's also into cold exposure, like cold showers and ice baths. That seems kind of crazy, but really what that teaches you is the power of the mind, which is an incredible thing. And regardless of what you do in your life, you probably have moments of crises when you feel like things couldn't get worse and you don't know which way is up, things are bad. This ability to center yourself is incredibly valuable. So hopefully that helped. If you found this rant helpful, again, this video or this channel, Music Theory Logic, is mainly geared at music theory and skills for music producers. But I will touch on some of these things that have helped me in my music career, but also could probably help you in whatever career you're in. So check it out. And if you happen to see this Wim Hof, thank you so much. You really have changed my life, and I'm never going to stop doing the breathing method. So till next time, everyone, happy producing. I will talk to you guys later.